With the addition of Fontaine, we currently have 5 nations to choose where to do our daily commissions. But time is money, so which nation, on average, has the fastest completion time? For consistency, I'm going to start the timer the moment the commission text appears on screen and stop as soon as I complete our last daily. After playing and recording for 35 days, I have our data. As I go through the average times, I will note any observations that may have influenced the results. For Mondstadt, it took me an average of 3 minutes and 10 seconds to finish my commissions, a pretty respectable time to start with. I expect Mondstadt to be a strong contender considering this is the nation where we begin our journey. Plus, most of the enemies are easy mobs such as Hilichurls, Slimes, and Ruin Guards, so combat commissions are very quick. The only possible factor that increases the average time are the NPC related dailies, or ones that have multiple steps like Big Plungy Problem and Food Delivery, but this is not exclusive to Mondstadt. For Liyue, it took an average of 3 minutes and 13 seconds. To be honest, I'm surprised that Liyue is quite close to Mondstadt, especially since Liyue's commissions tend to be a bit further from their closest teleport points, and sometimes in the map's mountainous regions, which are annoying to navigate. For Inazuma, I can't say the same. It took an average of 4 minutes and 35 seconds. I don't know if it was intentional by the devs, but having the longest average time to complete daily so far is very fitting for the Archon of Eternity. Now, I think there are a few reasons for this. One, the commissions are often scattered across the 6 islands, and navigating the map to teleport to each one does add up time. 2, Inazuma is where the game's difficulty spike increased, and specifically in combat, they added what I like to call time waster mods, such as Spectres and the Double Samurai, who bring unique mechanics that just increase the amount of time it takes to defeat them. Third, we got commissions that straight up just take longer for absolutely no reason. The first example was how in Liyue, I got a commission called Safe Conduct, where you escort a payload. In Inazuma, it is called Rules of Safe Transportation, but it is just the same commission on a longer path with more enemies. The second example is a commission called A Gentleman Strikes in Broad Daylight. This is meant to be a stealth commission which you could clear easily after playing enough times, but the moment you're caught, you have to fight. Either way, that pair with the commissions being quite far from their closest teleport point resulted in the worst time of this experiment, which was 6 minutes and 18 seconds. For Inazuma, it took an average of 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Finally, a worthy contender for Mondstadt and Liyue. Honestly, this just comes down to the fact that Sumeru just has insanely simple and quick commissions. Like, there's just one for jumping on mushrooms 5 times. There's one for hitting 5 Pacific mushrooms, like a game of whack-a-mole. Basically, if you don't get an NPC-related one in Sumeru, you could easily do your daily grind in 2 minutes. For Fontaine, it took 3 minutes and 22 seconds, and all I have to say is, oh my god, why did Hoyoverse think it was a good idea to add more unskippable dialogue in the NPC dailies? For me, it was the commissions Tales from the Court, What is the Meaning of Work, and Other Duties, which each added about an extra 30 to 60 seconds. However, the real insult was my Day 7 commission, Their Childhood CD Caper. These freaking kids kept me hostage for 2.5 minutes. That doubled my time compared to completing my other 3 commissions that day. So, compiling all our data, the nation with the fastest completion time for dailies is Sumeru, followed closely in order by Mondstadt, Liyue, and Fontaine, and then at the rock bottom, Inazuma. Thank you all for watching to the end. Like the video if you found it informative, and consider subscribing if you haven't already for future content. Until then, on to my next video.